Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing the second episode of the game Kona. In this particular episode, we are stuck in this abandoned gas station and we try to find out what could have happened to the townsfolk, which they seem to be gone or disappear without a trace. So we had to put in our CSI detective hat and sort of investigate into this further abandoned town. So please join me as I play this video game for you guys and we go deeper into this snowy town chilling world of Kona with me. I also wanted to say a big thank you to anybody that may have subscribed to my channel, and for those who have not subscribed, please don't forget to like and hit the subscription button on my channel. Not only will you be able to help me expand my channel, but if you like to sort of help me expand my gaming desktop so I can buy new speakers and improve my keyboard and add a few other things to it, some lightings, there's a buy me coffee link up in my channel. So thank you everybody again, and let's play the game, shall we? Thank you. Looks like we had to find a generator to power things back up.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Very interesting. Let's see if we can find a generator somewhere. I think it might be outside, so let's take a look outside. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Maintaining his
I got
composure,
scared a little bit.
Carl recalled
Looks
something
like some
from his
hungry
military
wolves.
training.
Thank God we didn't
Always
get bitten
stay
down by
away
them.
from populated areas.
Oh, look, this
Wait,
is
was
the
that about
generator.
bears?
Let's see if we can power it up somehow. Oh, looks like we can find some stuff here in the garbage. We gotta dig into the garbage, right? Oh wow. Oh, there's a note.
Hate was in the air.
Nothing but
Seems like some
fragment,
villagers barely
robber,
tolerated each
garbage
other.
hoarder, a viper, and each monster. It's a very friendly note, I guess. Very friendly people in this town. Let's see what we can find. We had to power this generator up.
Carl was used to strange phenomena.
So we had to take a camera.
But a chunk of ice like this? As if an iceberg came out of the ground? That was a first.
Shaking like a Polaroid picture. Oh my god, Polaroid camera. Those used to be
Prince?
like the shit
Carl found a
in
surprise
the
at every
late
turn.
80s and 90s.
Was the camera
I
faulty,
still have one
or was it
today.
a possible
I
lead?
think I have it like stored in a drawer or something. It's from Kodak. My god, I used to love those cameras. I used to take a picture of every single thing. It's like they were cool. You would just take a picture, shake it up, and you will have a picture. It was just instant. You get a film studio like before digital cameras. You know, you have to take it to the pharmacy, have someone develop the film and stuff, and then 2 hours later you will have the pictures. This was just instant. You just snap the picture and poof, just shake it up, and there you go. Have the film. That's kind of interesting little bit about my childhood. Okay, let me just be quiet and let you enjoy the game.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet. A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten. Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought. Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
Let's have a look around. Let's see. This place is a mess. And a mess it is. Oh, we can turn the light on and off. Let's enter the code for the cash register. Okay, now that we got all the lights working out and the pump of the fuel working again, it looks like our car might need a little bit of fueling up to do. So let's go ahead to the gas pump and fuel it up. Fill it up, please, sir. Thank you. I kind of like this about this game. You can even fuel up your car and make it more realistic. Looks like we can drive off. Let's get into the car. Put it in dry shift. But I don't think that we're done yet with this town. Let's go back outside to eat. We can check out something
Carl
further
knew straight
down
away
the
where
road.
to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there. The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet. Carl was making progress, but the lift probably needed some more juice to work properly. Carl was making progress, but the lift probably needed some more juice to work properly. The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet. A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit. The murder weapon. What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy. Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power. Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power. The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time. At long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point. A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
I think that we're done now. We were able to power things up, got a crowbar, found a nice gun and weapon. So let's go back into the car since it's all fueled up. And Let's drive into the next part of town.
Carl was beginning to know the store and its surroundings.
Yeah,
like
we
the back
almost
of
found
his
ourselves
hand.
camping down there.
The seeker had saw it.
Built ourselves a home. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Going too fast. Okay. This is what I hate about it. You can't control the speed. So you kind of like crash into something. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I think that we missed something. We're just swifting through things. I think we missed some kind of spots in the back. But going full speed ahead. I think that we kind of missed something in the back. But man, let's just continue driving. I kind of like these games that you can drive. You know, it's like, I don't know, it makes it fascinating, the games. And I like driving, you know, on these games. You just that I wish that you could be able to control the speed a little bit. Okay, where are we going to be driving into? There's no sense of direction, no map. But, let's just continue driving then, I guess. I guess until we find the end of the road. Let's continue driving. And drive carefully, people. Oh. I think we might something interesting. Let's just step out of the car. Hopefully we can find something that we can solve this mystery with. I don't know. There's just people missing. Oh, we're gonna break the lock here. Clunk. Open sesame.
What good was a motorless car? The mechanic sure had an odd way to go about repairing things.
Okay, I think we found ourselves another shed that we have to discover. More of the frozen things on the floor. Some sort of popsicle or something. And we have to take a picture. Just open up the shed here. Oh, wow, my God. We found ourselves a dead frozen body. Poor guy froze to death. Just hearing the heavy breathing just makes me all panicky and scared. Like something is about to pop up or something and we have to like fight for our lives. I don't know, maybe I should get a flashlight, maybe my crowbar. Or maybe the gun that we just picked up at the gas station or something. I don't know, but this is getting scary. And I'm thinking that he's having like a flashback. So we're going to be seeing what happened to his friend that was frozen over there. This is some CSI detective shit going on. But it seems fascinating. We're going to go back and rewind the tape so we know what happened to our friend there that is all frozen like a popsicle. I think he got locked down on the shed or something and he just froze himself to death by the cold temperature. Oh, that's how he froze to death. Man, now that is something. That is something because I don't know, man. Imagine you being freezed to death, you know, like solid frozen.
something very important must have been in there for the man to take such time and effort to hide it. But Carl didn't know how to reach it.
Okay, this thing is getting too much dark and I can't see shit. Let's see if we can use a flashlight. Now is much better now. Let's browse through this cabinet. Maybe we can find something useful, or maybe we can find a way to get out of this place. I don't know, but we're locked down in this shit too. So, nothing useful. That's just the radio. One headlight. Okay. See what we can do with that. It looks like he has been sleeping here.
The very first steps of man on the moon were made more than a year ago.
Oh, the first flight to the moon. That was interesting.
For him to still keep this around.
You're gonna tell me that twice. Either you got kicked out of your own home, or maybe your house got, you know, taken by the bank or something.
Peculiar man indeed.
You got kicked out of your own house, so you have to find a garage to live in. Lots of potatoes. Inspect. Unused steel trap not to be touched. Oh. I guess we're gonna touch that. Orange juice bottles. There's not too many. I like orange juice in the morning, so I don't find that unusual for him to have that. Spoiled milk.
The machine like appeared to be missing something
craft or something.
Something necessary.
A flying saucer from the alien world.
Machine, almost straight out of Star Trek, was out of the ordinary.
You got that right. Out of Star Trek or something.
Felt like this thing could fly up into space at any moment.
Oh my God, poor guy, man. All frozen to death. You see, this is where it started getting weird, kind of thing in the game.
The week of October 5th, thought Carl.
I'm expecting a nice spark plug around the week of October 5th. Is already being paid for. A note to self. Okay. But anyways, what I was saying is that it started getting weird because this is where like you don't know what's going on. Is it like UFO? Aliens for another being? I don't know. But this has just started getting too weird in this town. Let's see what we can further investigate. Well, I'm going to keep quiet myself a little bit and let you enjoy the game. Sorry about that. I'm just going to be talking in and out here and there because I want you to enjoy the game and the sounds. But thanks again for watching, people. Let's see what else we can find in this town. And again, I want to thank you again for watching this game. Please continue to enjoy and subscribe, please. Thank you.
The man has a passion for intergalactic things. Back then, People were obviously scared of the Russian atomic bomb, but an invasion by extraterrestrials was a legit fear as well. Seems like the mechanic had made his choice. Roswell, Atamipek, same story. Large deserts conducive to extravagant follies. Carl deducted this was a map of the area. Were those pins pointing to places of interest? Weird stuff. Kind of a crossing between a colander and a hairdryer. What was it for? To play telepath? To protect against nuclear waves? These scribblings were undoubtedly the mark of a tormented mind. Something wasn't right in the poor mechanic's head. If some daring person could manage to get their hands on the missing parts, Carl was willing to bet that the craft would have taken flight. Was an indisputable fact that machines like this entailed a level of intellectual finesse that Carl was lacking. milk was sorted by color, from the whitest to the greenest, or in other words, from the freshest to the sourest. Carl hadn't lived up to his good finder reputation. He still hadn't found any of the wealth contained in Lamotte's lands. By following the plan, Carl was led to believe that the snowmobile's parts had to be scattered about in the vicinity. Sheets of metal everywhere. Was Carl out of touch with current home improvement trends? Or perhaps this was meant to protect against residual radiation? Gamma rays? That truck had obviously seen its share of gravel roads. Carl wasn't a mechanic, but he could easily tell that only the most heartfelt prayer would bring this old beater back from its slumber. With that cold, however, it was more likely that it would wait until next spring to wake up. With a homemade shooting range such as this, it wasn't hard to imagine a stray bullet ending its course inside the flesh of an unsuspecting passerby. Granted, Carl thought, there wasn't much in the way of passersby around here. The place looked more like a pigsty than a house. A heavy stench of curdled milk, cheap alcohol, and boiled cauliflower filled the air. Today, Jean Blouin. Seems like that pig had a name after all. The rag reeked of fermented vomit. Carl wondered how one could bear to live in such gross and horrid conditions. You had to be out of your mind to cook up white whiskey at home. The all-surrounding stench of alcohol alone was probably enough to gas a man to death. Carl knew right away that the owner of this place wasn't a copper collector. No, this was a junkman's base of operations. The guy definitely seemed like quite the expert in scavenging scrap metal, with or without permission, surely. In the right hands, red metal could sell like hotcakes. Rock music invaded the minds of men even in the remotest of places. The man didn't own a turntable, though, so there's that going for him. Back then, in Africa and elsewhere, people were ready to take up arms to stand against the yoke of English imperialism. In Montreal, mailboxes were blown up, abductions were carried out, and violent manifestos were distributed to media outlets. But around here, in the great northernmost, all a man could do is curse out loud against a faraway evil and pray for the revolution to arise. That man, by any reckoning, was from that very stock. An axe, not too shabby. Carl felt he needed to protect himself. Carl held in his hand some awful sugar alcohol, but rather than drink it, he told himself it could be useful. He only had to be wary. There should be a law forbidding doctors from falling sick. In spite of Dr. Beaupre's goodwill, the place didn't look much like a physician's office. It could easily be mistaken for a sewing shop. The good doctor, flanked by his beautiful spouse. Pure happiness, captured on cardstock. Carl recognized this woman's soulful eyes. Was it Dr. Beaupre who had hit him head-on at the village border? Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling, but back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine. A communist manifesto. Only a few years ago, this type of allegiance meant prison time. And even at present, the Western world was very wary of the Soviet threat. Why would the doctor own such a book? Nobody kills a rich patient to start a revolution. It didn't make any sense. He had to dig deeper still to understand. Luckily, that was Carl Faubert's specialty. A chamber pot. Fortunately for Carl, inspecting it wouldn't further this particular investigation. Dr. Beaupre had done his medical studies quite far from here. He was surely one of the first students out of the new campus to settle on the mountainside. For the one-eyed, or for other vision problems, the eye patch was the way to go. Carl got the trembles as he imagined the excruciating pain that kind of scalpel could no doubt inflict. Within these miserable walls, patients probably felt more like in a slaughterhouse than in a doctor's office. care had to be taken searching this place full of oddities. Everything was important. The decor itself told a story. A wintry atmosphere surrounded the house. The soundlessness of the area suggested it was empty.
We gotta find that key to that shed, but we have to go to the main house first.
When finding a boot, one wonders what became of the foot.
Maybe that foot got eaten off by a wolf. Just kidding. Let's go inside the house.
The key, which seemed to be meant for a
Predator
padlock,
filter keys,
bore an
okay.
inscription reading Cloutier et Fils.
Attach wire.
A company name.
Oh,
Better
this
keep an eye open.
light a little bit of fire to warm ourselves up.
These parts.
See
Money
what
in a
else we can
jar.
find.
What a shame.
Money in a
Carl
jar.
would have loved cookies.
Oh, cookies. I love cookies too. Okay. Turning on and off the radio. Nothing interesting. Oh, let's see what's in the oven. Oh, nothing. It's empty.
A pay stub for some undoubtedly harsh lumberjack work. Alexandre Blais felled trees and chopped woods for Cloutier et Fils.
Completely empty. We can fill up this bottle with water. Let's see what else we can find in this house. Oh my god, that's a vinyl record. I haven't seen those in years. I remember when I was little, they used to be everywhere. I used to buy my vinyl records in the music store, but nowadays that is gone. Now they're making a comeback. You can find them at Best Buy, but I think it's all really expensive or what it used to be back in the days. More things here in the attic to find. I don't know. There's no one here in the house.
A window
And it
left
looks like
open
this
in that
house was,
weather?
like,
Perhaps something had to be watched.
just vacated recently. At least someone used to live here not very long ago. They still have clothes here. I don't know. Kind of strange up a little bit. Ooh, a diary. You see what they say. Oh, that's just creepy. That thing just turned on right now. Oh my god, I'm so scared right now. Oh, I don't know, like something weird's gonna happen right now. Oh, the game is saving. Oh, that looks like something huge is about to happen right now, and it's out of some type of a thing that is gonna be happening right now. Oh my god. I think we gotta go downstairs. Let's see. Let me get my crowbar instead. Or hatchet. I don't know. Let's see. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, I think it's just a wolf. Or maybe just an alien, I don't know. Oh crap. I don't know, but I'm looking everywhere right now. I'm a little bit scared right now. Because I don't know if something is gonna pop up on me or something, but I gotta be ready with my weapons. I don't know, I even have a hatchet, I even have a gun. I don't know what I'm doing with the hatchet, but let's see what this thing is saying right now. Unsolvable accident. Okay. Oh, even the unsolvable accident, it says that he was devoured by a beast. So something's up. Something's up. I don't know what is up, but this thing is even scarier than not. I'm here holding the fort right now in the bathroom. Kind of weird. I have my gun already drawn a little bit.
The spirograph amused Carl. It was a nice modern toy, aside from being repetitive by nature and completely useless. Still, it found its way into many Quebecois homes. Little Martin Blais with his Uncle Pierre. There was a deep sense of bonding and pride coming out of the picture. Carl felt sorry for the man. No one deserved such a cruel fate.
Okay, guys, this is a wrap up. Just wanted to close out this gaming
Carl's big
session
fingers
video.
prevented him
I
from
wanted to
reaching
say
the
a
key.
huge thank you for sticking around for my second playthrough of Kona. It's been a wild ride of an hour, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Please stay tuned for my part 3 that is coming soon. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Please enjoy your Sunday weekend, folks.